Since 1967, Tooth Acres Pet Care Center provided the finest indoor-outdoor boarding environment for your pet. We accept all breeds of dogs, and our newly remodeled cattery features spacious 9 square feet personal accommodations for your feline friends. For more information on pricing and availability, check us out at our website at www.toothacres.com.
Lauren Moore, Friday Night Glory at the Star after a big Marcus win over Lake Highlands, 36-27 game. Both of you had big games in here. Just tell me what it was like being able to play in the Star, second round of playoffs.
It was cool, but we just needed to get our job done and just keep going.
And for you, round 2, you won it. Now you're headed down to area round. How do you feel?
Well, Coach just said take a game by day, go 1-0 every week, practice by practice, and that's what we did. So.
You each had very impressive scores tonight, you with 1 touchdown and you with 2. Just talk a little bit about those plays and what you saw during film this week that just helped you to make those.
We need to stay calm and just play our game, and we knew our quarterback was going to get us the ball either way, so that's how we played it.
Yeah. And for your touchdown, what was it like for you?
I just caught the ball and looked upfield, and there was no one there, so I just had to break an arm tackle and just get the end zone.
In a chippy game like it was, a little attitude is fine in the end. How do y'all stay calm to just, make sure that you can finish the game in your best way possible?
It's just to keep your head, all you got to do, it's just on to next week. You don't want to mess up any chances for next week. You want to keep it just on next week after the game, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, perfect sense. And for you, just staying calm in games like this?
We do it in practice. That's what we practice on, is staying calm, focusing, and just executing throughout the week. And we just took it practice by practice, and it led up to this game, and that's how we played.
All right, thanks, boys. Good luck versus Tascosa next week. Lauren Moore, Friday Night Glory, with Marcus receiver J. Michael Sturdivant. Talk to me a little bit about this game against Lake Highlands and how y'all prepared for it.
Well, we knew they were going to be a really physical and tough team to play against this week. So all week we've been talking about how tough we have to be and how tough this game is going to be. So coming out and just being mentally prepared and physically prepared helped us get this win.
All right. You with the touchdown, they kind of left you wide open. How did you feel just knowing that you had a lane to go make a play?
Well, it was a good play call by the coaches, and us threw a perfect ball, so I was just able to get in the middle and do what I do.
All right. You're headed on to round 3, and fourth quarter of this game, kind of chippy. Like I said before, a little bit of messing around there with y'all making it on to third round. Tell me how you just stay calm in the ending part of this game so that way you could secure your game next week.
Well, you have to try your best to keep your composure. It's an emotional game, so they're going to get emotional. So we just got to do our best to keep our composure. So just going out there and staying calm when it gets tough and when they start getting chippy, that's the most important thing.
All right, next week on the road, Tascosa. How do you just prepare for that game knowing that y'all are getting pretty far in playoffs round 3?
Well, everyone in the playoffs is good. So each week we know they're going to get better and they're going to be as good as us. So we just have to go into the week knowing that we're gonna have a difficult game and that we have to play our best in order to come out successful.
All right, thanks. Good luck next week. Lauren Moore, Friday Night Glory after a big Marauder game at the Star, 36-27 win over Lake Highlands. You both with interceptions on the night and just playing very physical against these Lake Highlands receivers. Tell me about what you did this week to just prepare to go against that offense.
Now, our coaches always put in a good game plan, like credit to Coach Wells, Coach Cartwright, and all them. We just went out there and balled and did our job.
You, Christian, an interception, forced a fumble. You had another one in the end you almost picked off. Tell me about what you saw in film that just helps you to go make those plays.
Well, to be honest, they didn't really do what we planned on them doing. So it was just during the game making different plans and adjusting to what they're doing.
All right, next week you got Tascosa. How do you just prepare for playoffs going in? You're competing against physical teams getting into round 3. How do you feel?
We just got to know that at this point in the season, every team's going to be good and every game is going to be a fight. So we just got to go in with that mentality and just get the win, All
right, and for you?
Like you said, the team's just going to keep getting better, so we just got to keep going and practice harder and harder and hopefully come out on top.
All right, you get Thanksgiving football next week. How exciting is it to know that you get to play round 3 of Texas high school football playoffs?
That's pretty cool. It gives us some extra plans for break. Everyone wants to play football on Thanksgiving break, so it's a blessing that we get to do that.
And for you, Christian?
It's crazy. It's something that hasn't been done in a while, so just being able to bring it back is just amazing to me.
All right, Marcus football, big win over Lake Highlands, 36-27. Next week they'll play Tascosa. Thanks, Christian and Ty.
Friday Night Glory, Dan Jaworski with Marcus head coach Kevin Atkinson after a big playoff win over Lake Highlands. So again, big win. Talk about it.
You know, it was a huge win for our program. These things like this hadn't been done since 1997. I was lucky to be a part of it in 1995, but we're practicing on Thanksgiving, and I'm totally excited.
So obviously, you know, the game didn't end on quite the sportsmanship note that everybody would want. So you have some coaching moments that you have this week to talk about. Tell me how do you approach that? Looking forward to next, you know, you want to put it behind you, of course, and move forward, but you also obviously got something you want to talk about to your team.
Yeah, you know, when teams lose in the playoffs, and there's 32 teams in our bracket, and there will be 16 after this weekend, teams are disappointed. And we got to remember that and be respectful and understand that they're going to be upset and take a little different approach.
So next week you get a Tascosa team, I think, out of Amarillo. What are you thinking about right now?
You know, I'm thinking about stopping Plunk. Is their quarterback? He's a coach's kid, so he's really crafty. We watched him play last night. A great Arlington Bowie team who gave us our only loss of the year. So they're going to be very difficult. We got to talk about assignment football definitely when you're playing a triple option team. So it's going to be interesting for sure.
So as you said, you get to play over Thanksgiving. So how does the Thanksgiving holiday play into your preparation? How do you work around that?
Well, we got to practice football, so we'll practice 2 or 3 hours. You know, have the kids up a day, and we'll definitely practice on Thanksgiving morning for a little bit, and get ready for. I haven't even negotiated playoff times or anything with Amarillo, so we'll just see.
Well, congratulations on the big win and moving on. Round of 16, not a whole lot of teams can say that, so good luck next week.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it?
It is.
All right, thank you.
Lauren Moore, Friday Night Glory with Marcus quarterback Garrett Nussmeyer. Big win over Lake Highlands, pushing you into round 3. How do you feel after this win, 36-27?
Yeah, you know, it's just a huge win for this program and this community. You know, I think it's the first time since '97 that we've been this deep. You know, it's just a test to how Coach A came here and tried to turn things around. And, you know, the first 2 years, you know, nobody really bought in. And, you know, this year everybody's bought in. Everybody's, you know, believes in what he preaches, believes in what he talks about. And, you know, we believe that every time a play is called, it's going to be the best play that we can possibly run. So, you know, it's just helped tremendously. So.
All right. Talk to me a little bit about what it just took to capitalize from the mistakes y'all made on offense. Fumbles, interception, just how do you just make sure you can win the game with those mistakes?
Yeah, you know, I think we had the fumble, 2 fumbles, and I think we had the 1 tipped interception. I think we had 3 turnovers, something like that. But, you know, that's hard to win a game, you know, with 3 turnovers. So we got to do a better job taking care of the football, no doubt. You know, I feel like, you know, we got a good recipe for success going on right now, and, you know, we'll just keep cooking and keep working throughout the week and keep the same routine and keep it going.
Talk a little bit about just that final offensive drive y'all had, staying calm with a lot of those emotions. You tend to be a very emotional player. Just how do you stay calm as a leader of that offense?
Yeah, you know, we did a great job of not eating the cheese, Coach A always says, and biting into you know, what could happen, you know, pushing late or, you know, and we actually got them to push late a few times. You know, they were pretty mad, and it cost them the game. You know, I'm sure our defense would have stopped them anyways, but, you know, really and truly, you know, that gave us the first down. They had no timeouts left, no way to stop the clock. You know, defense came up big, you know, with that snap thing. You know, we'll work on that. We'll get better on that. You know, it was kind of just a fluke thing. But you know, I think we're going to just keep working and keep pushing, so.
Next week, practice on Thanksgiving. You get to go play Tascosa. How do you just prepare for that and know that you're making it far in Texas high school playoffs?
Yeah, you know, I think we don't really look at it like that. We just look at it as another football game. And, you know, that's what we've done so far, and it's worked out well. So we just continue to look at it like it's another football game, and hopefully we can continue to win football games. So.
All right. Good luck next week, Garrett.
Thank you.